Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to make a beef roll, or that's what we call it in Chicago. Some people call them calzones, strombolis. Anyhow, that's what we're going to be making today, so let's get started. I already have this dough made, and you could go to my other video on making dough. That'll be down in the comments. All right, so we're going to roll this out. I already pre-floured this surface for us. Dough's warm, so just start rolling that out. We're using about a pound of dough. You know, it's always good to have a little bit more because you're going to cut off the excess. All right, so just get this. This is going to take about 5-10 minutes. You want to get it rolled as thin as possible. All right, finishing this up. It's pretty thin. I'll give you an idea how thin you want it. If you can look at it closely, almost see through it, right? It's probably about 1/8 of an inch thick. Hopefully it's as big as my 16-inch pan. Remember that pan we used to make the pizzas with? Same one. It's well seasoned. Okay, so that should be rolled out enough to cover this pan. We're gonna take it. The dough wants to, oh, we gotta put some cornmeal on here. I forgot about that. Let me grab that. Want to cornmeal this pan up pretty good because you don't want it sticking. If it sticks, you're gonna have trouble. So spread that out nice. All right, and we'll shake it before to make sure. Okay. So we're making basically about 16-inch, fold it in half. So measure that out. Cut off the excess. All right. Okay, so you got your dough rolled out. It's on the pan. Let's make sure it moves. All right. Next step, we got 12 ounces of whole milk mozzarella cheese. Buy some good stuff and grate it yourself. Most stores don't have this type of cheese, but I'm using this. If you can find it, it's great. Cedar Valley, low moisture, whole milk mozzarella cheese. I think this is the best. But if you're in a obscure place or whatever, a lot of stores carry Galbani now, which is a good go-to. It's whole milk mozzarella. It's pretty good. All right. Anyhow, all right. So we're gonna start with the cheese. We're gonna take like half of the cheese, spread it out on here. This is like a barrier so the meat doesn't get the dough all wet. So I'd say half of it. Then you're gonna take some Parmesan cheese. I got about, I got 1/3 of a cup here. I don't know that I'll use that much, but let's see. So I like to use about that much. So what's that? Tablespoon or 2? It's not exact. Just do it. do it how you like it.
So Eddie, we're doing like a half moon coverage at this point, right?
Yes.
That's
exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you'll see when it comes together. All right, so a little bit of oregano to your liking. I put about I'd say that's a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon. Then we got, here, let's do the basil first. All right, I got about 6 basil leaves chopped up finely, not finely, but roughly. So I put those in there liberally. I like a lot of it. You don't have to put a lot, but this is the way I do it. So there you go. Now I got about a half a pound of beef, right? This is Bari beef. You could use, it's an Italian beef. It comes with the au jus. You could go to your deli counter and get some, rare roast beef, or you could even make like a pot roast. But the main thing you need to know is that you need to get the juice out of it. So that's why I have mine in a baggie, because I'm going to show you how much juice is in here. It can't go on there wet, or you're going to have a problem with it when it cooks. So I just take it and I squeeze the juice out like that. So don't worry, you're not going to miss this flavor. All right. So now we got our beef pretty dry. I'm going to try that a little bit more. If it's really wet, you might want to pat it down with a paper towel or something. So you just want to get most of it out. All right, so like I said, this is like a half pound of sliced Italian beef. And you could make your own too. That might be another video, right? That's real out of work if you want to make your own beef. Then you got to have a slicer. And you know what? There's enough good stuff out there where you could just buy it. Or like I said, make a pot roast, but you got to get a lot of that juice out of there then. All right, so there's your Italian beef on there, right? Now we're going to put the rest of the cheese right on top. And you could go, you know, this is pretty good amount. But, you know, we want it to be a little hefty. And then maybe a little bit more oregano. Not much. All right, now we're going to fold it. So you fold it up like that. So it looks like a half moon. Make sure it slides, right? Then you take it, you know, you really don't want this to leak. I've become better at it. If you want to, if you can't do the what I'm doing, you could go, you know, over it like this first and kind of like do what you do with a pie crust. But I don't even do that anymore. So I just take it, pinch, roll, and you might have to go over this a couple times. You want the seal to be good though. You're just rolling it all the way around, right? And you want it to look pretty, so I'll try to keep the form there. All right. So now we're going to do it again because you don't want this to open. A little bit of juice might squeeze out of there, but that's okay. All right. Still moving, right? That's good. Now I have about a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil that I softened. Mix those together. Brush that on. Oh, look at that. I see a little hole there. I can't have that. All right. Brush this on. It doesn't, just pretty lightly. But you want to get it everywhere. Because you want all your nice, the stuff I'm going to put on top to stick to it. Plus it makes it taste good. Use good olive oil and, you know, butter. I use grass-fed, whatever. You could do whatever you want. All right. Okay, so we got that covered. All right. Now, we're going to take some more Parmesan cheese. If you have a shaker, it'll probably work good, but I don't use one. So throw some Parmesan cheese, maybe like I'd say a little more than a tablespoon. Maybe a tablespoon. Some more oregano. And then some garlic powder works the best. Pretty liberally. I'd say teaspoon. Okay? Roughly like that. Oh, and then for a little bit, if you got some, what kind of salt do they call this? The thicker salt.
Yeah, like a coarse kosher salt.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I just put a little bit on there because the Parmesan is going to be salty enough. So a little bit of that. Okay, your oven's been preheating to 450 already. We're throwing it in the oven right now for 20 minutes, but after 15 minutes, we're going to put a piece of tin foil on the top so the top don't burn. And in 20 minutes, you're going to have a really nice calzone, or beef, we call them beef rolls. Okay, forgot to show you this. You should do this before it goes in. We need 2 slits so this thing don't blow up like it's doing. So there you go. Got to let the air out. Okay, so it's 20 minutes overall cooking, but somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. It's usually at 15 minutes, but my oven's cooking a little quick today. So it's like 8 minutes right now. You know, just keep an eye on it. When it starts to get about that brown, which is around 15 minutes at 450, you just want to put a piece of foil on top. And don't forget, put it on the top shelf. I forgot to mention that before. And also, you can add jardiniere inside if you like that. We didn't do it. We're going to just have some on the side for this one. But same thing with the jardiniere. Squeeze the oil out of it. You don't want it to be leaking all over the place. Okay, we'll see you back in about 8 minutes. We're back. All right, I've been looking at this thing. It's coming out a minute early. That's okay. So it should look something like this. See, we got a little bit of juice coming out, but that's okay. All right. So, we throw it up on here. All right. Let's take a look at that undercarriage, see what we got here. It's pretty, see, it's pretty solid, pretty crispy. That's the high gluten flour working there. So like I said, get that dough recipe off my other video. And we are gonna Sometimes you could let it sit and then the juices will suck back in, but we're gonna cut it, it's gonna be juicy. But here we go. So I use this, the mezzaluna.
Which loosely translates to half moon, which happens to be the shape of the beef roll. How about that? Yeah.
Very exciting. Jim's full of all kinds of extraneous knowledge. All right, and I just cut, and also, the reason we are making this video right now is because this is an excellent thing to serve at the Super Bowl. People love these. So I'd make a couple because these go quick. There's never leftovers, ever. So here, I'm just gonna grab a piece with my hand and show you.
Look at the
So
steam.
this is what we got going on. Oh, I didn't even cut that way good enough. Can I cut through that better? Hear that crunching? So see, you almost don't even need the au jus. But you could organize this. God, that is hot. Yeah, like I said, you can let it sit a while, but we're not gonna do that. Here, I have a oh yeah, it's done. Okay, here we go. We could use this big thing here and just throw some pieces in it. You get the idea. I'm not making it too fancy right now.
Eddie, if you wanted to let it rest,
I could have.
how long?
Like 10 minutes.
So almost like,
And these, you could freeze these whole, let them thaw out, just warm up in the oven. They come out great. Anyhow, right now, we're serving this ranch made with, what is that? Hidden Valley Ranch powder and use milk and mayo. That ranch is awesome. There's some jardiniere, and I have a couple au jus, which this particular beef called Bari beef comes with, which is really nice. It's a really good beef. It's about $42 for 5 pounds. It's well worth it. It sounds expensive, but if you try to make your own, the next time you'll go spend $42 and buy it.
So again, how many ounces do we put in this one beef roll?
This is 8 ounces of beef. It's half a pound.
Yeah.
So you can make, what's my math? 10 of these? You can make 10 of these for $42. I mean, wow. You gotta buy the cheese and everything too. But yeah, so there you have it. Chicago style beef roll. This is how it's made. Smells wonderful. And we're going to be putting out some more content, so please pay attention. And also, when you guys comment on my videos, I always try to get back to you. If I don't for a little while, I'll get to them. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, sit. Can you both? Look at you, good boy. Can I get the other one? How about the other one? You get both paws? I need both at once. All right, buddy. Good job. There you go. Yeah, Benny's gained a couple pounds since last time we seen him, but I don't give him this too much, so don't have PETA calling me and stuff. Dog eats fresh chicken breast every day. All right, Ben. Nice job. Hey, Paul. Way to go, buddy.